bukod pa doon, binigyan niya kami ng bahay.
Yan po ang programa ko na yan. Hindi po yan proposal lamang, kundi matagal ko na pong ginagawa yan sa sarili kong bulsa, sa sarili kong pagsisikap, dugo at pawis ang aking puhunan para makapagbigay, makatulong ako sa aking mga kababayan. Kaya naman po, ang nais ko talaga na maipasa, maipatas ang Free Public Housing Act, ma-implement at maraming mabigyan ng tahanan. Nagawa ko po yan. Na ako lang, ano pa kaya ang pera ng taong bayan na dapat mabalik sa inyo. Yan po ang aking ipinaglalaban.
Daghan kayong salamat, Sir Manny Pacquiao, sa imong kaayo sa amo. God bless.
Pasalamat mi sa Ginoo nga gigamit siya sa Dios nga maluoy sa mga pobre nga sama sa amoa. Salamat.
Pumili po tayo na isang kandidato na may tunay na malasakit at pagmamahal sa mga mahihirap at naiiwanan sa laylayan ng mga Pilipino. Wala pong ibang tinitingnan kundi kapakanan, kinabukasan ng bawat mamamayang Pilipino na naghihirap, nagugutom at wala pong oportunidad na makapagtrabaho. We are just stewards of God's grace in its various forms. Therefore, we should maximize the time, the strength, the blessings that God entrusted to us to help others para mag-glorify ang ating Panginoon sa buhay natin. In God, all things are possible. Nothing is impossible with God.
Itong pinaglalaban ko, samahan niyo po ako. Yun po ang hangad ko palagi sa pamilyang Pilipino na wala pong may iiwan. Higit sa lahat, magtutulungan tayo, magkakaisa tayo para po sa isang minimithi nating kaunlaran ng ating bansa.
Ang dalangin ko palagi ng itong bansang ito, maipagmamalaki ng sabayanang Pilipino na maunlad, masaya, nagkakaisa at namumuhay ng tahimik. Si Manny Pacquiao po, number 50 po sa balota.
Palma. Oh, no, man. It's unfair, and Palma 7 points in the game. To Del Fuentes. Oh, wow. Delgado takes the shot and knocks it down. Malonia is open. 3-point. Oh, my goodness. Face a jumper by Robin Celis. Caballero has time. Turnaround jumper. Oh my goodness.
Two of the top teams in the North Division square off on this Thursday evening dito sa Pasay Astrodome. Orlan Wamar, who's been scoring, who's been dishing, and making his teammates look good, and himself look good dito sa season na to, goes up against Cyrus Tabi, player who's come alive para sa Pasay Voyagers and is partly responsible to their strong start sa kanilang kampanya ngayong Season 7 ng Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. It's the San Juan Knights putting their unbeaten record on the line against the Pasay Voyagers dito sa Pasay Astrodome. Magandang gabi mga kaligas sa F2 Sama si Mike Perez, kasama din natin si Mika Abisamis, and magandang gabi sa mga kaliga natin na nanonood sa Facebook and YouTube, and also good evening doon sa mga nanonood sa Solar Sports. And Coach Mike, immediately, Orlan Wamar, how good has he been this season?
Oh, he's so good that apart from dishing, he's also scoring, and we saw that 22-point output in their last game. Just a sensational Orlan Wamar season for him.
Oo, North Division muna natin, tingnan ang standings natin para makita natin kung saan itong mga kupunan natin. Nueva Ecija winning earlier, so they are up to 10-0. San Juan knocking on the door, 8-0, but it's a tricky assignment as they face a Pasay team that has won 7 games so far this season and lost 3.
Yeah, and Pasay Voyagers really looking to follow up on another win streak here. They're gunning for this win, especially they haven't lost on their home floor.
Oh, and talk about the San Juan Knights coming off a win last Monday. They beat Caloocan. This was a a rivalry game of sorts para sa kanila, and you know, it wasn't so much of a fight here because San Juan are just cruising to a 76-61 victory over a short-handed Caloocan team.
Pretty much 5 players in double digits. AC was hot from the outside. Wamar dished out 13 assists, and they were just perfect, 12 of 12 from the line, and good conversions. Board control was in there, points in the paints and the bench points. And when we talk about bench points, that's a plus 17. 828 of that 55 output really came from AC and Maikes, who both had 14 apiece.
Yeah, Pasay Voyagers naman, as they prevailed over Basilan in their last game dito sa kanilang bahay, the Pasay Astrodome, and 78-74. It got a little bit tricky para kay Coach Marlon Martin and the rest of the Voyagers, but they finished the job against the Basilan Viva Portmaster 78-74.
Well, that was a game that the Pasay heavily relied on their starters. Good thing they had a 13-point run in the third quarter, but Basilan rather went on a 9-point run trying to cut down that deficit, pero they weren't able to execute, and so that win going over to Pasay. Better field goal makes despite the lesser field goal attempts. The board control was in there. There were plus 14 in that department, and because of that, points in the paint and second chance opportunities, a plus 12 and plus 11 respectively para dito sa Voyagers.
That's the 4th win at home for the Pasay Voyagers dito sa kanilang Pasay Astrodome, and you know, this has been they've been really strong here, and syempre masusubukan talaga itong San Juan dito, and you know, a lot of wonderful matchups here sa laban natin. You see the point guard matchup and the others you know, at the front line, and this one is very interesting. Bonifacio against Kalisaan, and alam natin kung anong pagkakaiba ng mga player na to, no? But both of them very important sa kanilang mga kupunan.
Yeah, same minutes on the game pretty much, pero when you talk about, you know, a lot of pace and stronger with his body, you gotta go with Mike Kalisaan. But the crafty, smarter facilitator guy in Warren Bonifacio, just to your point, pagkaibang players pero gamit na gamit.
Oo, and both of them are with Mika.
Maraming salamat. Both guys very valuable at the front line. Pero off the court, magkuya pala. Parehong Kapampangan, Warren Bonifacio and of course, Mike Kalisaan. Mike, ang tawag sa'yo ni Warren, Kuya Idol, kasi daw ang bilis mo, tapos ang sharp daw ng utak mo. Ikaw naman, anong masasabi mo sa improvement niya sa career niya dito sa Pasay, lalo na sa opensa as a big man?
Unang-una, binabati muna kita ng happy birthday. Talking about Bonnie, yung composure niya sa game kita natin yung pagiging veterano niya sa team, at saka hindi lang naman siya, pati yung mga kasama niya, kasi yung chemistry ng Pasay iba na rin talagang matibay na rin sila.
Maraming salamat, Mike. Anong gusto mo sabihin sa fans ng San Juan ngayong gabi?
Unang-una, maraming salamat sa patuloy niyong pagsuporta sa amin. Sana huwag kayong magsawa. Binibigay namin lahat para manalo every game, para sa inyo to.
Maraming salamat, Mike Kalisaan. Bonnie, sabi nitong ni Kuya Idol na tuluyan mo daw pinapakita ang value mo dito sa Pasay. Pero ngayong gabi, masusubukan yun dahil napakalakas ng kalaban nyo. Sila nga ang San Juan Knights. Anong bili ni Coach M?
Una sa lahat, happy birthday po muna. Tsaka happy birthday kay Boss Egay. Then sabi lang sa amin ni Coach M na yung composure namin kailangan nandun, tapos yung extra effort kailangan namin dito. Kung hindi extra, kung hindi double, triple extra, kailangan gawin namin lahat para manalo dito.
Warren, anong gusto mo sabihin sa lahat ng fans ng Pasay na palaging sumusuporta sa inyo dito sa loob ng Astrodome?
Yes po, maraming salamat sa lahat ng Pasayenyos na sumusuporta sa amin sa MPBL. Patuloy niyo po kami suportahan, kaming Pasay Voyagers hanggang dulo. Maraming salamat po.
Maraming salamat, Warren Bonifacio. Now it's gonna be Pasay versus San Juan. Miguel Pere, take it away.
And here we go, mga kaliga, with our main game here at the Cuneta Astrodome. San Juan Knights versus your Pasay Voyagers. Live on Solar Sports, the 2025 Manny Pacquiao's MPBL Season 7. Let's carry on the starting fives, beginning with the MPBL Season 2 champions, San Juan Knights. Starting at guard, number 13, Royce Alforque. Also at guard, number 7, Ron Tennyson. Forward, number 18, Nico Panganiban. Also at forward, number 9, Dexter Maikes. And at center, number 2, Mike Kalisaan. The head coach for San Juan Knights is Alex Angeles. Assistant coaches Jonathan Banal, RB Mangahas, James Songpin, Nat Gregorio, Paulo Gorospe, Jigs Guadamor, and PJ Maningan. Team managers Jun Usman. Team owner is Honorable Senator Jinggoy Estrada. And now, Pasay City, get on your feet, because it's time to meet the starting unit of your Pasay Voyagers. Starting at forward number 18, Jupit Soriano. Also at forward number 9, AJ Coronel. One guard number 15, Cyrus Tabi. Also at guard number 1, El Trila, Lawrence Victoria. And starting at center number 4, Warren Bonifacio. The head coach for your Pasay Voyagers is Marlon Keith Martin. Assistant coaches Vic Escudero, Hubert De Los Santos, Adrian Bocal, Don Mordeno, and Willie Generalao. Team consultant is Cholo Martin. Team owners Raul Bacalso, Mickey Ligot, Lavin Castro, JD Castro, and Lian Calixto.
Starting 5 is brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. San Juan has Royce Alforque, Ron Denison, Mike Calisaan, Dexter Marquez, and Nico Panganiban. Pasay will start with Cyrus Tabi, Paul Victoria, Warren Bonifacio, Jopet Soriano, and AJ Coronel. It's very rare that you see Bonifacio and Soriano starting together, and in the same way, Marquez and Calisaan also starting the game together.
Yeah, I like that you pointed out about Soriano. This is actually just his third start after what, 8 games that he's been in here. Samantalang sa kabila naman, that guy right there, Don Denison, is really just pangatlong start pa rin lang niya ito para sa San Juan Knights.
The first stop of the game belonging to the Voyagers. Pasay 7-3 ang kanilang record. San Juan 8-0. Only 2 unbeaten teams so far this season, Nueva Ecija and San Juan. They will meet each other on May 17 in Palayan City. A push on Jopet Soriano. No count, no basket.
Well, pretty much that style of play para dito sa Pasay Voyagers. Very methodical, uses a lot of clock, trying to find the opening through all those movements, pin downs, back cuts, flex actions. And why not? Because you've got a really good guy up top in Warren Bonifacio trying to oversee everything.
Panganiban will drive. Soriano protecting the rim. Victoria to Tabi. Tough finish. Denison is whistled for the personal. Referee Alan Manzano making the call there. He's joined by Mike Kinay, Richard De La Cruz, and Karina Martin.
Well, pretty much a couple of the things na nag-improve dito sa Pasay Voyagers from last season to this season is bench points. I think they are +5 in that department. A lot of that has to do with guys like this man right here, Cyrus Tabi.
He's starting for this game though.
Yeah, it's starting for this game, but for the most part, he's really been coming off the bench. Sama mo pa dyan sila Chavez, no?
He's been excellent this season, almost 11 points, 82% at the line, and he puts Pasay on the board.
Matter of fact, this is pangalawang start pa lang ni Tabi ito para sa Voyagers on the 11 games that he's played.
Well, sila yung tumalo sa Abra. Sila yung kauna-unahang team na tumalo sa Abra this season. We all know how good Abra is. They're 8-1 at the moment. And it was Cyrus Tabi who was the best player of that game.
Yun yung hindi siya magkamali.
Oo.
Lagi siyang tama.
Parang si Marie, na misis ni Christian Lanson.
Oh, ganun. I remember that game.
Jopet, who was acquired from San Juan in the off-season. Soriano gets the bounce, and Pasay is up 4-0.
And Coach Marlon Martin really allows that freedom for his guys to make good reads and make good decisions out of it.
There's a lot of structure in the way Pasay plays, but there's also a lot of freedom to make the right decisions. And because of that freedom, nakita natin how Paul Victoria, Warren Bonifacio, AJ Coronel, Cyrus Tabi to some extent how they've developed individually as players.
Agree. At saka, the longer these guys have stayed in the Voyagers speaks really a lot of how Coach Marlon has handled these guys. I mean, we've seen games when Lawrence Victoria could not make shots, pero tuloy pa rin yung kumpiyansa, nandun pa rin no?
Yeah. As long as it's the right decision.
That's
You'd
right.
rather miss a shot than sometimes commit a turnover.
Correct, agree.
Tabi, mintis ang kanyang tres. Maiquez with a rebound. San Juan likes to run. Alforque has it. Trying to drive. Goes back. Bigay kay Maiquez. Now with Denison. Maiquez in the middle and finds Calisan. High-low action there between Calisan and Maiquez.
And which is why you're not surprised that Calisan's got a very good clip, because he, for the most part, gets those shots that close.
He is the finisher.
Oo.
Sa lahat ng magandang ginagawa ng kanyang mga kakampi.
66%.
Taas! Tabi. Coronel with a sharp cut. Could not handle the pass. Turnover. Pasay. Alforque. Down to Maiquez. Denison. Spins and scores. Denison getting active offensively. 4 points para sa kanya, and he got 4 of the 6 for San Juan.
And it's always nice to see players like Ron Denison actually make a comeback and continue to contribute for his team, in this case the San Juan Knights. I mean, defensively, perimeter wide, you can count on him.
Victoria misses. San Juan trying to run here. And itay muna nila, Maiquez down low to Calisan. Again, that high-low action just, working wonders for the Knights.
Minsan kasi ang bilis rin sa kumilos nito ni Calisaan, kaya pretty much defense is coming in late.
8-0 run for San Juan. Warren, yes! 3 ball para kay Warren Bonifacio.
Yeah. And that's just the versatility of Warren. It can hit you from the outside, can facilitate from the top.
Again.
Nice cut. Oh, yeah.
And that's 6 points para kay Mike Calisaan. Nakatalikod si Warren eh. He's been fronting Mike.
Right.
Not sure why though. Kasi usually backdoor cut ang score lagi ni Calisaan eh.
Agree. And normally you don't see Lawrence knock down a 3. Normally you don't do a front on Calisaan because he's not really that good of post-up guy. He's more of a face-up. And so, kailangan mong bantayan yung mga backdoor cuts niya.
But you look at the way he moves, lagi niyang gusto niyang nasa likod siya lagi ng depensa.
Correct.
And if you're trying to help, delikado ka kay Mike Calisaan as we bring you this 3-point shot from Extreme, one-stop shop appliances.
Yeah, very standard flare action for Lawrence Victoria. Quick go-to play of the Voyagers to set up Victoria.
Always have to check man and ball when you're up against Calisaan, and there he is again. Almost grabbed that offensive rebound. The masked man, Michael Calisaan. This is the assist of the game. Brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Few more game with 1xBet.
Yeah, basic backdoor cut right there. You try to initiate a high side action, but you definitely want to go back. That defense caused to be late, and so he was able to finish.
Lawrence Victoria, 4 seconds on the shot clock. Victoria for 3. That won't go. Rebound ni Calisaan. Royce Alforque. Maiquez trying to find Denison. A foul on Lawrence Victoria.
And right now, every time down the floor, there's always that post look para dito sa San Juan Knights, putting a lot of pressure on the defense of the Voyagers. And every time down, they'd want to either 3/4 the guy on the top side or front him.
4:23 remaining in the first. Maiquez against Juan Bonifacio. That's an offensive foul on Ron Denison.
Ganda rin ang pagkaka-check kay Ron Denison. And the Voyagers trying to break this deadlock here at 10. Playing at home and haven't lost here yet.
Victoria. Coronel to Bonifacio. Warren puts the ball on the deck. AJ has it. Lost it. Dexter off to Mike. Mike lost it. A foul on Tabi, and it's a good foul to give up because it prevents the fast break. They didn't have the numbers there, Pasay.
Pero bang klase, Kalisaan, nandun kaagad. Ano? A good combination of speed and body strength. Eh.
Here's the guy right here. He's the man.
Oh, yeah.
Orlan Omar. And Joey Barcuma immediately sent in to defend Orlan Wamar.
Why not?
Why
not?
You have to take a closer look at this matchup here.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I do agree.
Oh, taken away. Orlan Omar commits the turnover. Don Reverente. Strip. Panganiban to Kalisaan. Down low, Maikes with a finish.
And that 1-2 punch, much as we talk about Warren Bonifacio and Lawrence Victoria on the Voyagers, that 1-2 of Maikes and Kalisaan is pretty tough to cover as well.
Ang bilis.
Oo.
Here's Barcuma. Reverente. Warren will shoot and score.
Now that would definitely force Kalisaan to try close out a little bit to where he takes his shot.
Wamar gets bumped by Joey Barcuma.
Smarts. And then yung by momentum, bubunggo.
This is the fast break of the game, brought to you by Extreme X Pop, personal karaoke speaker. Everyday karaoke.
And Nico Panganiban letting go that ball, giving it up to Kalisaan. Kalisaan, not really a multiple dribble guy, finds Maikes underneath.
Cabaret and Arvin Gamboa are in the game, kasama si AC Soberano. And Orlan Omar, 12.3 points per game, 9.1 assists. He is the top assist guy in the league. 6 rebounds in the last game, 4 rebounds away from a triple-double.
And that was a game that Sen Jinggoy did not simangot on the free throws kasi 12 out of 12 sila.
Ay! Oo,
Happiness. Happiness.
Omar gives San Juan the lead, 14-13. Pasay already over the limit. 3 minutes remaining in the first period. Joey Barcuma. Back to Tabi. Soberano right in front of him. Cyrus drives. Cyrus will miss and he'll go to the line for 2 free throws.
Pectus lang ang kinulang doon, pero pretty much that's how the Voyagers play that two-side of the floor. Little side ball action on that screen, getting rejected on that screen, driving, claiming it on the inner thirds of the floor. Tapos sa kabila, they run a little flex action. Cyrus decides, I'm gonna go take it. I see the lane.
Thank LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL. What I like about Cyrus Tabi this season is the, yung maturity and the poise, and you can really trust this guy to run things when the going gets tough.
Agree. And that's why he's getting above 20 minutes per game. He really has earned those minutes, and he keeps on showing up on the floor.
Deloria back out to Gamboa, now with AC. Soberano, nice cut. Arvin, and beautiful play again from San Juan. They are like, it's like clockwork.
Oo.
Itong pagpapatakbo nitong opensa ng San Juan.
They almost look like a machine.
Yeah,
the total output niya, no?
Parang makina eh.
Oo.
Barcuma. Great defense by Wamar. Salenga for 3. And Pasay with her 4th three-pointer of the game. And we're only in the first period.
And when we talk about bench points being better for the Voyagers, he's one of those guys that's leading in that department.
4 of 7 from beyond the arc. Ang Voyagers, rebound ni Sanko. Jasper.
Pulled him out.
Reverente. Barkuma to Tabi. That's a 3. In and out. Battle for the rebound. Ends up with Sanko. Tabi. Oh! Oh! Cyrus Tabi with a dipsy-do.
Oh my God, look at that. You see that move? How quickly he ran to that offensive rebound. Tried to be creative on that finish. And lets off this roar from the crowd. They're loving it.
And that forces a turnover as well. Joey Barkuma all over Orlan Wamar. And this is the Gixxer great move of the game. Born for greatness. Binomba sa ere. And look at that, the hang time. Some serious air from Cyrus Tabi.
Nakababa na lahat siya. Nasa taas pa eh, no? Wow.
Hindi ko pwedeng ibigay sa kanya yung Skyrus kasi nga may nagmamay-ari na yon. Pero, for tonight sa kanya. Can't. Now, let's check this. So, they call a jump ball on this one. Senator Jinggoy wants to get in on the action. Comic relief muna tayo. 61 seconds remaining in the first period. Pasay up by 4. We'll be right back.
50 ang numero, pero 100% maglilingkod para sa masang Pilipino. Edukasyon, hanap buhay, at pabahay. Yan ang tututukan ni Senador Manny Pacquiao. I-shade ang number 50 sa harap ng inyong balota. Manny Pacquiao, Senador ng masang Pilipino. Number 50 sa balota.
Back inside the Pasay Astrodome. Before anything else, I'd like to congratulate our good friend and the coach, one of the assistant coaches of the San Juan Knights, Jonathan Banal, and wife Anna just welcomed a baby boy, Shiloh Jeremiah Banal. He was born just a few hours ago, 6:10 p.m. 3.185 kilos.
Wow.
Congratulations, Jonathan and Anna, and kita mo yung home record ng Pasay Voyagers doon. Napakaganda, 4-0. And they've beaten some really good teams here as well.
Agree. And let's not forget that Abra game. And when teams go here, they sure will find a lot of challenges against the Voyagers.
Sanko for 3. That's off. Rebound ni Cranial Viloria. Well, they beat Abra in Binyan.
In Binyan.
Ang maganda panalo nila dito was against Ilagan. Early season matchup. Gamboa. Elbow jumper, in and out. Tapik. Last touch ni Cranial. Bola ng Pasay.
Yeah, pretty much makeable shot yun para kay Arvin Gamboa, and just halfway in and got out. Tybee gets the rest. 33 seconds left.
20-16 is the count. Joey Barkuma. I've yet to see J.R. Chavez in the game. Jasper. Bigay kay Agustin. Toby. Surveying his options. Viloria staying in front. Reverente has to fire here. Don beats the shot clock. No. It will not count for Don Reverente. That was tough. That was pretty close.
Yeah, pretty close.
That was pretty close.
See that here?
I thought he had the ball still.
Oh, yeah.
It's a good angle right there.
Last chance to score for San Juan before we end the first.
Coach Alex has requested a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. The Knights are down by 4 against the Voyagers. Back inside the Pasay Astrodome. Happy birthday kay Boss Egay Rubiano, the first gentleman of Pasay. Orlan Mamar. Dire-diretso si Orlan, flips it up and in. Salenga got hit on that pick.
Hard pick from the back. Setting up Orlan Wamar for that finish. And the guys really that started this would be Kalisan and Marquez. And pretty much good movement. And Warren Bonifacio started knocking down a couple of threes from the outside. Tabi got into the act, especially with that acrobatic shot. But, you know, pretty much a lot of action between these two. Just a 2-point difference between these clubs.
Para sa 100% pag-unlad, 15 si Manny. Para sa 100% pagbabago, 15 si Manny. Para sa 100% paglilingkod, 15 si Manny. Para sa 100% Pinas, 50 ka.
50 tayo! 50 si MB! Kahati mo, si Manny!
Pasay Voyagers with some interesting games ahead of them. They take on the Pangasinan Heatwaves on May 17. This will be in Nueva Ecija, I believe. And May 22, kalaban nila yung Cebu. And then 29, the two-time defending champions, Pampanga Giant Lanterns. Let's go to Mika Abisamis.
Maraming salamat. As we know, Coach M and Coach Alex ay magkumpare, work together many times. Ano, inaanak pa daw ni Coach M ang anak ni Coach Alex. I witnessed how they shook hands. Tapos sabi ni Coach Alex, may the best man win. Trabaho muna tayo. As there are good player matchups here. We talked about this si Delph. Ang ganda rin itong coaching matchup na to. Both very systematic. Sabi ni Coach Alex, yan si Coach Marlon. Kahit maliit na bagay, hindi papalampasin. And speaking of which, sabi nyo kanina, ang daming sabay-sabay agad na bantay ni Wamar. Tama, collective effort ang hinihingi ni Coach M sa backcourt para kay Orlan. Kinausap ko nga ang ilan sa kanila sa point position. Sabi ni Lawrence, teammates daw pala sila ni Orlan dati pa sa San Juan noong 2019 at doon daw talaga siya natuto mag-shooting kaya rin umayos ang shooting nito ni Lawrence. At yun naman si Barkuma, sabi niya, kailangan talaga bawasan ng playmaking ni Wamar. Si Delphin Coach Mike.
Maraming salamat, Mika, for that comprehensive report. She touched on Coach Alex and Coach Marlon's relationship, and I think these are coaches that really got their break dito sa MPBL, and you know, they're thriving kung saan sila ngayon.
Yeah. And what you like about them is also they have really good engaged relationship with the players. And you know, the players embrace them. I mean, Coach Alex has coached what in Bacoor, you know. And
he's been to the finals.
To the finals, and lahat ng mga naging players nila very relatable para sa kanila.
And two of the most respected coaches dito sa MPBL, Coach Marlon and Coach Alex. And you know, and Coach Marlon, you can talk to him about his philosophy, and you'll get a lot of wisdom, not just on the court but off the court, and how he relates, you know, all these things on the court to the game called life.
Yeah, agree. Tsaka yung spectrum ng kino-coach niya, it goes down to the level of, you know, young kids, you know, grassroots young kids, telling them what to do, how to teach them about game and about life.
And that's why ganitong team niya. You know, pretty much the attention to detail. Alam mo yung, you know, he's getting the best out of them, yung kanyang mga players.
Yeah. And that's why they respond. Oh, what a move.
Ganda naman nun. Orlan Wamar, 6 points. He's Orlan Wamar, the scorer in this first half. And a defensive whiz as well.
Oh, ibang klase yun.
Play of the game brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. And Orlan Wamar, little chat with him before the game and medyo natatawa siya sa mga tanong ko eh.
Ano naman yung mga
Sabi
tanong
ko kasi, pre, nakukuha mo gusto mo lagi, no? Ito, muntik na, pumasok. Ay, hindi ko nga alam eh, gumagano'n siya sa akin. Humble talaga. Humble talaga to si Orlando.
Tsaka ang laki ng 22 points na yun na
Well,
that's pretty big.
I think the 13 assists in the last game was equally impressive.
Agree.
So pretty much he can, he just does whatever he wants on the court.
Yeah.
AC. Papa Ray slips, extra pass, Gamboa finish.
Yeah, perfect read right there for the Knights. Two-man game, drops it off to Papa Ray. Papa Ray understands a help is coming and just drops it off for Arvin on that finish.
Chavez. Agustin against Craniel. Crossover by Agustin. And Agustin will finish.
Good
Giving Viloria. Toast to Viloria. Paboritong move ni Craniel yun eh.
Oh. Yung papuntang gitna, finish right, no?
Oh, yung crossover.
Yung crossover. Tsaka yung jab ng konti. Same play.
Papa Ray against Brian Hilario. It's a whistle going against Brian.
Talagang unti-unting tinitimbag ni Papa Ray yung depensa na yun ni Brian.
Here's the assist of the game brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
Well, Sanko tried to help on the low side right there, but left Arvin on the other floor, leaving him for that layup. Good roll.
Gamboa. The kick out to Papa Ray. Orlan gets it to AC. Soberano. He had a shot. AC.
I didn't see a guy on the corner. Somebody was supposed to be there on a baseline drive. Somebody's got to drift to the corner. So he had to throw it back to Orlan Wamar. That would have been a shorter pass to the corner.
7th turnover for the Knights. Only 5 for Pasay.
Post up.
Hilario against Gamboa. Brian, the homegrown player.
Wow.
Steal by Orlan Wamar. Orlan Wamar, dire-derecho.
Well, here's the thing.
For the points.
For the past 3 games, you don't know which Orlan Wamar is going to come up, the scorer or the facilitator.
20 points inside the paint for San Juan, only 4 for Pasay. So far, it's Orlan Wamar, the scorer, showing up here in the first half. Short on the 3. Oh, signal was an unsportsmanlike foul. On Agustin.
Agustin, right.
Here's Wamar breaking it up, disrupting the play.
As foot race na yan, no? He beat out, 3 Voyagers right there on that strong drive to the cup.
Hinawi lang konti ni Arvin Gamboa para bumagal ang takbo. As if mahahabol si Orlan. We have a review here. Just a holding foul on Agustin.
Si Craniel played also for Coach Alex sa Bacoor. No?
Yes.
Yeah. That's why that familiarity with Craniel.
Yeah. And that gives them an extra playmaker, when they need it. Si Craniel Viloria, he was the, parang top facilitator last year ng Rizal. A Rizal team that, beat San Juan in the regular season. Here's Papa Ray. Did not get the roll. Rebound, Pasay. Here comes J.R. Chavez.
Galing ng depensa.
Sanko. Oh! Pretty finish. Mark Sanko. Stayed in control. Mark Sanko. Bilis ng pangyayari dito.
Oh, but before that, really good stop by Orlan Wamar, but a good cut by Sanko against 2 defenders on the Knight side. Just finishing it off with the left hand.
That's a tough angle to work with for Sanko. Mike Calisaan has returned for Arvin Gamboa.
Parang halos walang nawawala sa kanila, no? Sa San Juan Knights.
free throw of the game brought to you by Extreme Appliances, Subok at Kompleto Appliances brand ng Pilipinas. Wamar. Again. Easy. Easy!
And so far...
Ang dali ng basketball.
Oh, and so far, no one has stopped Orlan Wamar on those dribble penetrations and paint touches.
Well, now, I think, if you're Pasay, what's the decision here?
How do you get the ball out of his hands?
Wamar,
wow.
in and out. Muntik pa rin dun. 26-24, Chavez recovers. Chavez, alanganin ng Pectus. Baliktad.
Oh, baliktad nga. And so far, Coach Marlon, on the discussion about Orlan Wamar, see this play right here.
He turned it into a fast break of the game. Brought to you by Extreme X Play on-the-go speaker. Take your music anywhere. That was off a miss free throw, by the way.
Yes.
Just turned it into a fast break. And now they go full denial on Orlan, and they get the steal. Lawrence Victoria, 3.
Calmly from his favorite spot. Right side, wing 3.
And for all the work that Orlan Wamar has done here in the first half, they're down by 1, and Michael Calisan. Hello. Dito pa ako.
Well, just quick to that first step and strong enough to finish through contact.
Here's the problem if you face San Juan. There are a lot of details that you cannot take for granted because they execute very well.
Yeah, and every time you bring 2 on the ball, you expect that roller, especially in Calisan, to make himself available. And what a 2-foot finish.
Special deal from 1xBet. Scan the QR code and claim your special offer. Missed free throw there. But San Juan is in the lead, 28-27. Pasay already over the limit halfway through the second period. Bonifacio with a fadeaway. Lapare with a good challenge there. Wamar comes away with a rebound. Orlan to Mike. Masyado malakas ang pasa. Turnover, San Juan. Lawrence. Behind the back to Cyrus. Cyrus wants this matchup with Papare. Bonifacio for 3. That's short. Boni gets his own miss. Boni inside. And Papare pulling the chair on Boni.
Tried to carve out space, pero Papare just crafty.
That's a big block by Boni on Rainier Viloria.
Well, Marquez comes in. Reynolds goes out. Craniel goes out. Villapando on the floor as well para dito sa Knights.
Wow.
Pressure
Surprise inclusion here.
Yeah.
He's hardly played this season, Villapando. Only 4 games. Well, averaging 6.5 minutes. Inside, Marquez could not finish on the pass from Mawar. Voyagers getting a stop. Bonifacio. Bigay kay Paul Victoria. Sanko has it. The action on the other side now. Tabi. The hesitation. Sabandal is there. Sanko for 3. Good.
Nice. This has been pretty solid. Mark Sanko. 3 for that. 3.
Limang tres na for Pasay. 35% from beyond the arc. Kalisaan. Hand off to Wamar. 10 seconds to work with. Orlan. Recovering was Juan Bonifacio, and the kickball tumama sa paa niya.
Naipit. See this drive right here on that kick out to Mark Sanko. 36% three-point shooter on its way. Pretty good. Sweet stroke too.
Kalisaan. Binigay kay Wamar. Inside. Kalisaan adjusts and finishes.
Ano, bigat no? Pag naka-roll ng ganun sa gitna. And Wamar draws so much gravity to himself because of how he scored on the dribble and even on a pull-up shot. It's leaving that space for Calisan to operate.
Orlan Wamar and Mike Calisan both with 10 points in the game. Good hustle play by Kalisaan at forces a sideline inbound. 10 seconds on the shot clock para sa Voyagers.
And si Kalisaan talaga is a matchup nightmare for the bigs of their opponents. And we saw that in that game against Rizal, if I recall correctly. He was a tough cover for Eric Camson.
Soriano had to give it up. Victoria drives middle, drop pass, drop it, fouled by Dexter.
Oh, that entire sequence was run to perfection. I mean, ball swing on one side, attack going middle. Soriano tried to seal it off. Just about as he was continuously sealing, Lawrence went in for that attack in the paint on the gut.
Drop it, gets the free throw to drop. Voyagers regain the lead, 31-30, under 3 minutes to play. 2 for 2 for Jopet Soriano. 4 points in the contest, starting for this game. Ito si Jopet Soriano. This is the starting lineup na natapos ng second quarter para dito sa Pasay.
That's right.
Maikes against Bonifacio. Bagsak si Warren, offensive foul on Dexter.
Oh. And Maikes really just stepped over Warren Bonifacio as he was trying to get up.
Tumama ang tuhod eh.
Yes, it
That
did.
Could be a warning or a technical, or for that hindi naman deliberate na tuhod, pero
this one he was trying to break him down. Sold it. Referee called it. Stepped on him once on the side, and then the second one right here.
And he stepped over it.
Oo.
Alam mo, nung bata kami, kailangan ibalik mo eh kasi hindi natatangkad.
Oh, hindi natatangkad. Pambi.
Hindi na pwede yan. Hindi pwede yan.
Ang lalim ng pinagkuhanan.
Hindi nyo ba alam yan? Kailangan mong bumalik.
Oo. You have to come back.
Kaya ako, hindi na ako lumagpas ng 5'5", 5'6".
Ganun ba yun?
Oo, kasi may isa akong kalaro na hindi na bumalik eh. So no, just a warning.
Yep.
10th turnover for San Juan. Tabi, binigay kay Warren. Warren shoots. Yes!
Yeah.
A quick release. Warren Bonifacio.
One of those guys that's very comfortable with that high arcing shot from that spot on the floor, mid-post.
Halos ganun din yung tres niya kanina. Nakatagilid siya. Warren Bonifacio.
Saan ganda yung arc ng tira eh, no? Ang taas.
Orlan staying strong. Maikes swiped away by Coronel. AJ leading the break. AJ fakes the pass. No go. Tapik. Sabandal comes away with the loose ball. 3-on-1 for San Juan. Joem is fouled. He'll go to the line.
Joem Sabandal quickly getting an impact on this game. Trying to finish it off against the Warren Bonifacio. Got into contact.
What action here in the first half. That was a big opportunity to make it a 6-point lead for Pasay, and AJ Coronel missing on that layup.
No, this game is so close that no team has led by more than 4 points. So halos palitan lang to, kanya-kanyang runs din eh.
Pasay Voyagers request for a ceasefire. 34-32. They're still up with 1 minute and 46 remaining in the first half.
50 ang numero, pero 100% maglilingkod para sa masang Pilipino. Edukasyon, hanap buhay, at pabahay. Yan ang tututukan ni Senador Manny Pacquiao. I-shade ang number 50 sa harap ng inyong balota. Manny Pacquiao, senador ng Masang Pilipino, number 50 sa balota.
The San Juan Knights take on the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards. Will they still... Unbeaten pa kaya sila pag naglaban sila ng Nueva Ecija? Yan ang tanong natin. Masasagot ngayong gabi. That's the battle in Palayan City on May 17, May 22. Kalaban nila ang Bacolod Tubo Slashers. And on May 26, there's a duel with Valenzuela City Magic.
Well, that one's gonna be a good matchup with the Rice Vanguards.
Nanalo earlier against the Bulacan Cuyas. The Bulacan Cuyas. Hindi ko alam kung ano nangyayari sa kanila. 12 na yung talo nila. Victoria stepping through. No go. Orlan. Cyrus Tabi picking him up early, and Michael Kalisaan, hindi mo siya binibigyan ng bola doon. Doon mo siya sa baba binibigyan kasi pagka... Well, what I like about it is that he acts purely on instinct. Alam mo yun, pagtanggap niya, andun na ako sa ring.
Oo.
Kaya yun, nag-dribble siya, napaisip siya.
Kaya pag tinignan mo yung numbers niya, labang talaga sa scoring tsaka sa rebound eh. Assist, not so much.
Well, 12 turnovers already for San Juan. That's why Pasay is still in the driver's seat here. Tabi against Jopet.
Swing.
AJ. There was a shot there, Jopet. Pero yun nga, no, binigay niya, and he immediately acknowledges that.
Natagalan bago na i-release.
See how crucial these next few possessions are sa mga kupunan natin. Coach Alex with a timeout as well. We'll be right back. Well, Orlan Omar and Mike Kalisaan with 10 points apiece here and shooting a combined 9 of 11. Perfect si Mike at 5 of 5. Orlan has missed a couple, but they've been playing beautiful music together. Although, eto joke lang to si Orlan yung kasalanan sa dalawang turnover ni Mike.
hindi tama yung angulo ng pasa or
medyo nagpas yung pasa, napilitan si Mike mag-kick out na turnover. Yung pasa niya kanina medyo alanganin. Nag-traveling si Mike. But ang ganda na pinapakita ng dalawang players.
Tingin ko magsosorry naman yan si Orlan.
Oo naman.
At saka karamihan naman ng pinuntos ni Kalisaan galing sa assist ni Orlan. So fair enough.
Yeah. Jeff Tahonera, first time in the game, misses the 3. Reaction ni Sin.
Ang ganda ng setup.
It just hit the side of the board there. Ginamitan pa ng timeout,
Oo nga naman, tama naman.
Well, that was a broken play because the pass from Orlan was deflected. Bonifacio for 3. That's an air ball, and that will go to the Knights.
I'm surprised that Cyrus did not attack that defense of Tahonera. He had that positional advantage from way out. Could have used his speed to get past the defense of Tahonera.
Last possession of the second quarter here. Joem Sabandal, 8 seconds on the shot clock. Joem, the in and out dribble. Kalisaan, the push shot is good. Whether or not it was Orlan Omar who was involved in that, Si Mike Kalisaan has just made a living inside the shaded lane there. Another push shot goes in.
Yeah, and definitely, I mean, making himself available, to your point, that's pretty much what Kalisaan has done. I mean, continuously screening, slipping, finding open spots on the floor where he can go and create.
We're tied at 34 at the end of the first half, and we'll break it down for you in a bit.
Para sa 100% pag-unlad, 15 si Manny. Para sa 100% pagbabago, 15 si Manny. Para sa 100% paglilingkod, 15 si Manny. Manny Pacquiao. Para sa 100% Pinas, 50 ka.
50 tayo! 50 si MP! Kahati mo, si Manny!
Para sa atlitang Pilipino.
Para sa kabataang Pilipino.
Para sa kababaihan, para sa pamilyang Pilipino.
Para sa kinabukasan. At ito po ang MPBL Party List number 77 sa balota.
Back at the Pasay Astrodome for your Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. My name is Mika Abesamis, and right now I am joined by two very special guests. Of course, Sir Lavin Castro, the team owner of the Pasay Voyagers, and of course, Sir Ron Monsayak, MPBL Party List number 77. Magandang gabi po, mga Ginoo. Sir, malapit na, no? Talagang excited na ang lahat para sa mga mangyayari pagkatapos ng ating botohan. Pero sir, ano po ba ang mga gagawin pa nating efforts between today and Monday?
Well, actually, we will just continue what we have been doing na araw-araw, gabi-gabi, bumababa talaga tayo. Bawat barangay, eskinita, purok, pinapasok natin. Kahit maliit na gatherings kasi gusto natin ipaabot ang plataforma ng MPBL Party List sa pinakamababa natin mga kababayan talaga. Kasi kayo talaga ang maging prioridad ng MPBL Party List. So, sa mga basketball fans, MPBL fans, lahat ng sports fans, pag ang MPBL Party List po ay manalo kasama ni Senator Manny Pacquiao, nangangako kami ng mas maraming mga liga sa inyong mga lugar.
By the way, sir, yung bago nyong reel, that really made me very emotional. Talagang napakaganda ng mga projects ng MPBL Party List. Meron po ba kayong mga gusto pang batiin at pasalamatan?
Well, maraming salamat sa lahat ng fans, ng MPBL fans dito sa Pasay, sa mga nanonood ngayon, sa mga supporters na sa MPBL Party List. Again, konting araw na lang ho, sana po matulungan nyo kami ni Senator Manny Pacquiao at lahat ng aming pangako na lagi namin sinasabi tuwing interview ay talagang we will really make sure na mangyayari po yun. And Mika, I'd like to greet you a very, very happy birthday.
Maraming salamat once again, Sir Ron Monsayak, MPBL Party List number 77. Sir Lavin, what an exciting ball game. Nakita naman natin yung score. Obviously, you are giving San Juan one of the best challenges that they've ever received at the first half. Pero sir, ang kailangan talaga nating malaman mamaya is kung paano masusustain yun. Sa tingin mo ba, anong mga diskarteng gagawin ni Coach M. John?
Ayun, good evening. First of all, bumabati muna ako kay Senator Manny Pacquiao, nag-iisang pambansang kamao. Happy birthday kay Boss Egay Rubiano and kay Tita Emmy Calixto Rubiano. And ayun, siyempre medyo nakita naman natin dikit na dikit yung laban. So alam niyo naman, we know that San Juan is a really tough team to beat. So talagang pinaghandaan ng buong coaching staff, ng entire team tong laban na to, and para mabigyan ng magandang ball game lahat ng taga-Pasay.
Maraming salamat, sir. Bukod po dun sa mga sinabi nyo kanina, meron pa po ba kayong mga gustong batiyan?
Yes, good evening ulit sa lahat. Binabati namin lahat ng sponsors namin, Expedia Management Investment, My Pet Space Pet Hotel, JVA Security and Investigation Agency, NCR Dental Clinic, the Second Floor Bar and Lounge, Capital Restaurant, Met Park Sports Center, Teleathletics. Sa mga partners namin, Raul Bacalso, Pati Panlilio, Milky Ligot, Lian Rubiano, and of course, yung my wife ko, JD Castro. And sa mga kasama, nanonood ngayon yung bunso ko ulit, si Joe Kim, and yung mga teammates sa Subel. Yun lang.
Maraming salamat once again, Sir Lavin Castro, the team owner of the Pasay Voyagers. Magbabalik po ang Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League.
Yan po ang
ang aking commitment, hindi lamang po sa tao, kundi sa Panginoon na makapagserbisyo, makapaglingkod ako. Gawin na natin ang lahat nating magagawa, makatulong tayo sa kapwa para maipakita natin na tayo ay may Panginoon sa buhay sa pamamagitan ng pagkalinga at pagmamahal sa kapwa natin. Kaya habang malakas pa tayo, habang mayroon tayo, tulong tayo sa kapwa natin.
Dili na to kay mga pong kalipay nga ikaw naghatag ka na mo og Pinoy-anan sa daghan pang mga tao.
Dako gyud kayo mong pasalamat kay Sir Manny Pacquiao. Siya ang nakatabang sa among kalisod. Unsay kalisod na mo na siya mo tabang sa amoa.
Dili lang kay kami, daghan pa ayagi tabangan, dili kay balay lang, financial, grocery, ana, sa mga bata po nga nanginahanglan po og tabang para scholarship, daghan kay ang gitabangan.
Ako po ay nagpapasalamat lalo na sa Panginoon at sa kapangalawa kay Manny Pacquiao dahil sa napakaganda ng puso niya. Bukod pa doon, binigyan niya kami ng bahay.
Yan po ang programa ko na yan. Hindi po yan proposal lamang, kundi matagal ko na pong ginagawa yan sa sarili kong bulsa, sa sarili kong pagsisikap, dugo at pawis ang aking puhunan para makapagbigay, makatulong ako sa aking mga kababayan. Kaya naman po, ang nais ko talaga na maipasa, maipatas ang Free Public Housing Act, ma-implement at maraming mabigyan ng tahanan. Nagawa ko po yan. Na ako lang, ano pa kaya ang pera ng taong bayan na dapat mabalik sa inyo. Yan po ang aking ipinaglalaban.
Daghan kay salamat Sir Manny Pacquiao sa imo kaayo sa amo. O God bless.
Pasalamat mi sa Ginoo nga gigamit siya sa Dios nga maluoy sa mga pobre nga sama sa amoa.
Salamat.
Pumili po tayo na isang kandidato na may tunay na malasakit at pagmamahal sa mga mahihirap at naiiwanan sa laylayan ng mga Pilipino. Wala pong ibang tinitingnan kundi kapakanan, kinabukasan ng bawat mamamayang Pilipino na naghihirap, nagugutom at wala pong oportunidad na makapagtrabaho. We are just stewards of God's grace in its various forms. Therefore, we should maximize the time, the strength, the blessings that God entrusted to us to help others para mag-glorify ang ating Panginoon sa buhay natin. In God, all things are possible. Nothing is impossible with God.
Itong pinaglalaban ko, samahan niyo po ako. Yun po ang hangad ko palagi sa pamilyang Pilipino na wala pong may iiwan. Higit sa lahat, magtutulungan tayo, magkakaisa tayo para po sa isang minimithi nating kaunlaran ng ating bansa.
Ang dalangin ko palagi ng itong bansang ito, maipagmamalaki ng sabayanang Pilipino na maunlad, masaya, nagkakaisa at namumuhay ng tahimik. Si Manny Pacquiao po, number 50 po sa balota.
50 ang numero, pero 100% maglilingkod para sa masang Pilipino. Edukasyon, hanap buhay, at pabahay. Yan ang tututukan ni Senador Manny Pacquiao. I-shade ang number 50 sa harap ng inyong balota. Manny Pacquiao, Senador ng masang Pilipino, number 50 sa balota.
Back inside the Pasay Astrodome in where the San Juan Knights and the Pasay Voyagers are locked in a 34-all deadlock. It was a hard-fought first half and we saw a lot of plays getting executed, and nakita natin dito San Juan also, shooting very well but not so much beyond the arc, and rebounding and turnovers offsetting each other, Coach Mike, and kaya nga tabla tayo ngayon.
Oo, napakaganda ng conversions din kasi sa 3 points nitong Pasay. But the thing about these makes of San Juan, a lot of them have really been assisted and they're making the most out of the turnovers that they forced on Pasay. They got 7 of them but they got 10 points out of it. Samantalang ito namang Pasay, they forced 12 turnovers pero 7 points lang ang nakuha nila mula dito sa San Juan. And the inside points, well, again, it goes back to assists. 28 versus 8, all in favor of San Juan.
So balanced scoring for Pasay. On the other hand, you got Kalisan and Wamar combining for 22 for the Knights. Denison and Gamboa with 4 apiece. And Bonifacio leading all scorers for Pasay with 8. Victoria and Tabi with 6. Interesting second half coming up dito sa Pasay Astrodome. Tabi, Sanko, Bonifacio, and Victoria and Coronel on the floor together. And Lawrence Victoria, he's been taking the 3 here sa ating laro, and he's got 3 3-pointers so far on 3 of 5 shooting from beyond the arc. Lawrence Paul Victoria.
And in that department, si Juan and Bonifacio din, 50% shooting.
Gamboa tracks down the Kalisaan miss. That's the first miss from Mike in the game. Panganiban against Tabi. Nico, the kick out to Ron.
Nice fake.
The fake from Ron. He gets it back. No good. Kalisaan offensive rebound. Mike flips it up and in off the glass.
Maganda mo pag-aralan kung ilang dribbles ang ginagawa ni Mike bago siya tumira. Sigurado ang baba nun eh. Kasi for the most part yun, catch and shoot, 1 dribble, release na. Matik eh. Lalo na inside the paint.
Tabi tried to split the double. There's a foul on Royce Alforque. This is the 3-point shot brought in by Extreme. One-stop shop appliances.
A little zipper action, ano? Ganda.
They're pretty difficult to stop Lawrence Victoria if he shoots from way out there.
So coming from baba, angat, you have to chase him. It's always catch and shoot ready.
They kick it out. Tabi, late shot clock. It is good defensive stand by the Knights. Here's Panganiban. Nico drives. Panganiban could not convert on the layup. Sanko to Victoria. Lawrence drives. Lawrence floats and scores.
Very deceiving talaga yung frame ni Lawrence Victoria. You'd like to think he's slower to a step, pero kung paano siya nag-finish, paano gamitin yung katawan, ang galing eh.
Naging pag naka-atake si Lawrence Victoria, kung kay Christian Wanson pa, Dua Lipa. Levitating. Tingnan mo dito.
Oo nga.
Did he not levitate?
Oo nga.
The runner from Royce Alforque does not work. 39 to 36. Warren sees a gap. Took an extra step. Travel. Great D galing kay Royce Alforque.
That pretty much for the most part is how Warren would have finished inside, trying to get to that space on that right side of the floor. Kaya kailangan unahan mo siya dun. Exactly what the Knights did on that attempt.
Wala pang facet ng game ni Warren na may biglang crossover siya dun.
Lipat sa kabila, yung swing step.
Kalisaan. Sabi ko
There,
sa'yo
yeah.
pag nag-dribble, no?
Multiple dribbles, di ba?
Tabi is fouled by Alforque. Great forward pass from Lawrence Victoria. That's turnover number 3 for Mike Kalisaan.
And so kung ikaw binabantayan mo si Mike, you like for him to put the ball on the floor and do multiple dribbles talaga.
Well, it's important that he does not get it inside the paint.
Correct.
So, sa perimeter dapat siya nakakatanggap.
Tanggap diretso at agad eh. So far, Tabi's been pretty solid.
12 points and 10 boards and 6 assists so far. This is Cyrus Tabi. Outstanding game against Basilan. He's 2 for 2 here on that trip.
And so far, he's perfect from the line. 6 out of 6 to go with 3 rebounds and 3 assists.
8 points now para kay Cyrus Tabi. 5-point lead for the Voyagers. Ron Denison against Victoria. Denison scores, and Victoria thought he had help there.
Kaya akala rin niya may tulong kaya bumitaw eh. On the drop step, even si Denison nagulat, libre siya sa baba. Stagger.
Warren against Mike. Paul wants a pick. Victoria sends it to Warren Bonifacio. Attacks. No call there. Knights looking to run. Alforque, Denison from the corner. That's good. We're tied again at 41. 5 quick points para kay Ron Denison. He's up to 9 in the ballgame.
And so far, yung mga step-up screen na yon on the guy that's bringing the ball down the floor has really helped delay yung depensa nitong Voyagers. Kaya nakakawala yung mga drivers nitong San Juan Knights eh. Oh, Lawrence.
Victoria inside. Bonifacio misses from close range. Ganda na ng play na yun.
Oo, Bonifacio again coming up empty.
Denison drives at Tabi. Nabitawan ng bola na agaw ni Coronel.
Slow break again.
Pasay not rushing. Warren wants it. Tabi drives middle. Foul on Panganiban.
So as much as possible, ang ginagawa nitong San Juan Knights, they're pushing out that post man. In that case, Warren Bonifacio, so that medyo malayo yung diskarte niya kaysa mas malapit siya sa baba. Deadlock pa rin, 41.
Yeah. That was the biggest lead of the game, yung 5 points.
Correct.
And dalawang balik lang, nabura agad.
Tapos first half mo, 11 lead changes, 9 times tied. It's been that close.
Marcuma, foot on the line. Too strong. Kalisaan went up high for that rebound. Orlan Mamar, binabatay ni Barcuma. Barcuma goes under. Here's Gamboa. Got the step and the foul on Warren Bonifacio.
Ganda ng pagkaka-decelerate rin ni Gamboa that time. He had to calibrate that right-hand finish against the defense of Warren Bonifacio.
Chance to extend this run for the Knights as Arvin Gamboa is at the line. 4 points in that first half, Arvin Gamboa. Knocks down the first free throw. San Juan, 5 of 6 so far sa linya. There's 3 from Denison earlier was their first make of the game. Get a special deal from 1xBet. Scan the QR code and claim your special offer.
Hindi rin ganun kadami yung free throw trips, no?
It's been a well-played defensive game.
Yes, agree. Offense-wise, maganda rin ang tinatakbo nitong San Juan.
It's a 7-0 run here for San Juan. Pasay trying to break the drought. Reverente has it. 5 seconds to work with. Victoria attacks. Fades away. It's good.
And so far, yung two side of the ball, yun talaga ang karamihan na nagiging score nila. That flex action, they haven't really gotten so much from the Voyagers.
There's a foul.
Wedgie. There's a
Reggie,
foul.
yeah, but
Drive ni Arvin yun, no?
Oo.
Yeah.
Are they gonna challenge it? Because ito yung galaw ni Gamboa setting up the spin move. I'm not sure about that.
Yeah. Pero ang ganda ng sapatos ni Arvin, ha? Ano ba yan? Lebron?
Lebron yan.
Ganda.
Previous ano pa yan? Previous iteration pa yan ng Lebron.
That's nice.
Excellent free throw shooting so far from both teams. Arvin Gamboa is up to 8 points and 4 rebounds. He's knocked down the last 4 free throws. Barkuma to Jasper Salenga. Reverente has it. And a handoff. Here's Lawrence Victoria. Bothered by the defense of San Juan. Arvin not giving up on the play was Lawrence Victoria. He'll send Gamboa to the line for 2 free throws.
And once again, they try to go to that two side of that floor as they run that flex on the left side. Pero ang ganda ng adjustment defensively nitong San Juan Knights. They knew that left hand handle of Lawrence was going to continue, and so they went in there and tried to disrupt it. And so they got that steal and that run by Arvin.
This is a free throw ni Arvin Gamboa, so he's no longer perfect. 4 out of 5 so far. I'd like to thank LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL. 0 for 2. There's one more.
Yeah, he's got one more. He's normally a 50% free throw shooter itong si Arvin, and so his previous 2 trips were a little bit better.
AC Soberano will check in. Gamboa knocks down the free throw. Split at the line. Panganiban gets a breather. Wamar, Soberano, Gamboa, Kalisaan, and Sabandal for San Juan. Sanko, Barkuma, Salenga, Victoria, and Reverente for Pasay. Victoria drives. Fadeaway is good.
And they've really been consistent, leaving that side of the floor for Lawrence to operate. Nobody in the corner, nobody in the post. Just Lawrence and a wingman. Oh.
Sabanda with the answer. They went zone there.
Oo, kanina pa yun, no?
And dahil dun sa hindi nila na-set up agad, i-scorean sila ng San Juan.
Agree. Tsaka quick trigger din, eh. Good skip.
Barkuma drives, gives it up to Reverente, who is fouled by Kalisaan.
And you knew that drive of Barkuma was really intended to draw that defense by Kalisaan. And so the release over to Don Reverente.
Victoria, pinahinga muna. Jordan Rios has been inserted into the game. And Reverente misfires on the first free throw.
I guess the question now for the Voyagers, this is more of a defensive 5 here on the floor. So the scoring could really be coming from Sanko and Jasper.
0 for 2 for Don Reverente. San Juan may lamang. They're already in penalty. Joem sa bandal. Rios ang nakabantay. Sa bandal, takes it strong. Could not convert. Gamboa nabitawan ng bola. Battle for the loose ball. It's with Orlan Wamar. 8 seconds to work with. 5 seconds. Still Wamar. Leaves it to Sabandal. Fires a 3. No. There's a foul underneath.
Kailangan talaga i-locate mo sa Kalisaan pag nakatira na. Hindi mo siya pwedeng bigyan ng buwelo, eh. You have to put him behind your back and not let him make any other step or action, because if he does, ganun na mangyayari. Bilis makalocate.
49-45, San Juan. Sa AC Soberano. And getting some separation now are the Knights. They're up to 7. They're up by 7 here.
So far, they made, what, 3 3-pointers in this game na. Kanina, wala sila dyan eh.
That's coming here in the third. Salenga sneaks in. Sa bandalan Rios. Getting separated there. Tabi returns for Joey Barcuma. Check out this play of the game brought to you by 1xBet. Title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
Staying clear against that defense with that step through. Oh, Arvin.
Gamboa, bigay kay Mike Calisan. Who does the rest?
Oo, hirap talaga pag gano'n nakalapit. Hindi mo na mapipigilan eh. 7-point advantage here for the Knights. And again, the question is, where will the scoring come from for these 5 of the Voyagers? Sanko
Three-pointer
answers.
from Sanko, who has not rested here in the third. 54-50.
Doon naman nila ginagamit si Sanko doon sa 3 side on that flex action, really releasing for that 3 instead of, you know, creating for that drive.
8 of 20 from beyond the arc, 3 of 9 for San Juan. Tabi. Sanko pulls the trigger, no good. Tabi with the offensive rebound. He is fouled by Sabandal. 2 free throws coming up para kay Cyrus Tabi. Just a smart play again.
Agree. And then being up in there, staying active. Look at that flex action on the weak side. Sanko just coming through again with another 3.
Yeah, he stayed on the floor. Sanko. 8 points for Cyrus Tabi. Another solid game. The first free throw is good para sa kanya. 9 in the game. Coach Marlon Martin facing off against his kumpare, Coach Alex Angeles. Still perfect at the line.
Ganda na free throw shooting ng Pasay.
And 10 points na para kay Cyrus Tabi. 8 of them coming from the free throw line.
And no team budging here. Both really answering kanya-kanya sagutan eh.
It's been a dogfight. Sabandal draws the foul on Rios. Like the confidence from Joem Sabandal. Because, denied lahat eh.
Agree. At saka, he keeps just staying in control. You don't see Joem rattled. And he just has a good sense of situations and reads on spaces.
And also a pretty tough defender on the ball. Sabandal knocks down the free throw.
Yan yung mga player na bibigyan ka talaga ng magandang quality minutes with output. And you're gonna need guys like Joem on your team.
And embracing his role.
Yes.
7 points in the game. Bonifacio. Sanko, binabantayan ni Papa Ray. Jasper Salenga, 10 to shoot. Sanko, they go to Juan and Bonifacio. Bonifacio spins. Fouled by Dexter Marquez.
So far what we've seen is pag yung bola napunta kay Warren sa poste, wala pa siyang halos nabibit na depensa eh, no? Laging nakastay attached sa kanya eh. Regardless whether it's Papa Ray, Kalisaan, Marquez, Arvin.
But you know the great thing about this game is that no team has actually, hindi sila nag-drought ng matagal. It might be a 7-0 run by San Juan, but after 1-2 possessions, nakakascore ulit yung Pasay. So hindi lumalayo yung ating score lagi. It's a 1-possession game again.
Yeah, tsaka yung mga yung possessions, each time down the floor when they go to their half-court sets, players are reading the situation and making the most of decision making.
It's a playoff type quality game minus the emotion.
Agree.
Here's Sabandal to Papa Ray from the corner. No good. Tabi with the rebound. We've hardly seen J.R. Chavez in this game. Soriano attacks and lays it in. Tumama ang pick. Tumagat.
A good catch and that deceleration towards that layup. Rino Nathan missed that 3 earlier, but that was a pretty good look.
Wamar has been quiet here in the third. Gives it up to Papa Ray. Soriano is there. Marquez is well defended.
Oh, wow.
What did I say? Spoke too soon.
Oo, pero no? Talagang basang-basa yung sitwasyon eh. Both these guys, just really good basketball from the bigs as well.
Iba klase yung composure ng dalawang kupunan.
Right.
And that time though, an air ball from the three-point line from Salenga. This is the assist of the game brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
And the Voyagers are actually holding their own against, pretty much defensive itong karamihan ng mga Voyagers na sa loob. You don't have Lawrence Victoria in there.
Well, Tambi and Bonifacio are there.
I came back now, right?
For scoring now. Nathan against Warren Bonifacio. Papa Ray, hook shot too strong. Rios with the rebound.
Last shot of the quarter.
Tambi against Orlan Mamar. 3 seconds. Tabi for 3. No! He just discarded Orlan Mamar there.
Wow, and just a well-played quarter here in the third.
Highlights of the game brought to you by Sip Plus, the official hydration partner of the MPBL. Elevator hydration.
Lawrence Victoria woke up in that quarter, but the execution of both these teams continues as neither team, getting a clear advantage. And each time one scores, the other one scores. Just quick responses from both these teams. 58-55 our score.
Ang numero, pero 100% maglilingkod para sa masang Pilipino. Edukasyon, hanap buhay, at pabahay. Yan ang tututukan ni Senador Manny Pacquiao. Isave ang number 50 sa harap ng inyong balota. Manny Pacquiao, Senador ng masang Pilipino. Number 50 sa balota.
Our matchup update, 2 big men with contrasting styles of play, Warren Bonifacio and Mike Calisaan. Calisaan has been operating inside the paint, 16 points. Just 1 miss so far from Mike to go with his 8 rebounds. Warren Bonifacio has been a dead shot from the outside though, 9 points as well. Para kay Warren Bonifacio, a couple of 3-pointers for Warren. Final quarter dito sa Pasay Astrodome.
At saka maganda doon sa matchup na yun. Not so much of free throw trips for both. A lot of their shot makes have really been on the field.
The quarter scored 20-18 for Pasay in the first, 16-14 San Juan in the second, and the third 24-21. So no team getting a clear advantage as Wamar hoists a 3-pointer.
Kanya-kanyang sagutan rin kasi on the third quarter. So now, who's gonna retain that composure?
Bonifacio binigay kay Soriano. Options binigay kay Victoria.
Again, the two-man side.
Sa bandal is there. And Lawrence, fadeaway 3, it's short.
Grabe yung arc dun sa tira na yun.
Marquez, down low against Coronel. There's a double team. Dexter, able to manufacture something there, and the foul against AJ Coronel.
And the Knights understand that pag yung bola napunta sa poste, you're on your own. You gotta create. They don't have so much man movement on the weak side. They don't have what's called a post split, a dive from the weak side, a lift on the corner guy. So you're really on your own once they post you up.
changing referees here. Richard De La Cruz has made way for Alan Manzano. And the challenge from Coach Marlon Martin, I thought was actually, I do agree with this challenge here.
We'll see how this pans out. Tatlo lang to.
Oh, but we've been calling a few soft fouls here. We will be right back after this challenge.
Upon review, the challenge was unsuccessful. Call on the floor stays, foul on number 9, AJ Coronel. His second.
Unsuccessful challenge. So this is a better angle here. As Marquez try to get space there. Okay. Yung kaliwang kamay ni AJ Coronel. Trying to swipe at that ball.
Right.
Can't do that. We, from our angle, nakataas lang kami ni AJ. So we thought there was no foul. So
umabot eh.
Pero Knights missing their free throws here. 3 straight misses.
14.7 out of 8. 6 rebounds right there for Marquez.
That was a tough decision for best player of the game the last game. Calisan, Marquez, Wamar.
Dami, no?
Lagi na lang.
Ano ba, 5 yata yung double digits din sa game na yun eh.
Almost a steal by Sabandal. Coronel. Oh, lucky break. Soriano. Turned out to be a pass or a rebound or whatever. 59 to 57.
Timing lang yung pagkaka-pick up ng bola. Right place, right time, and a good finish.
8 points for Jopet. Wamar, 10 seconds to work with. He goes to Marquez. Soriano with a tap. Dexter, offensive foul.
And that's bound to happen. Again, going back to the previous sequence, every time on the post, they just let that post guy operate without any weak side movement.
They want to check this. Yun. Elbow to the side of the head. Pero, offensive foul. I like that defensive stance because it didn't really allow for a drop step.
Agree.
To the strong side ng player. Otherwise, dapat umikot siya.
Correct.
Which is a more difficult shot.
Yes. Pero solid rin talaga yung pagka-hold ng ground na yon for the Voyagers. They're running that same play here. Middle ball screen up, a Spain action to free up a shooter in Tabi.
Oh, Soriano with a good catch. Bonifacio with a jumper. It's good, and we're tied at 59.
Been quite a while since we've seen Juan Bonifacio make a shot. For the most part, yung mga tira niya really on the perimeter. Not so much inside the paint because the bigs have made it difficult for him to create anything.
12 deadlocks and 12 lead changes. What a game this has been. AC misses the 3. And Pasay lets it go out of bounds. And chance to take the lead here. And look at the problems caused by Lawrence Paul Victoria setting up this jumper for Warren Bonifacio.
Well, pretty much on a catch and shoot, and you're within your range. You know you practice that a lot, and you're gonna knock it down. Kaya karamihan ng mga puntos niya doon na nanggagaling in this game.
It's a 4-on-3. AJ Coronel, corner 3. That won't go. Soberano with a rebound.
Did he have himself established long enough inside? Oh, that was close.
Ukrainian Veloria comes in for AC Soberano.
Ito yung feeling mo na for the most part, talagang dikit yung game pero chill pa rin yung dalawang team.
Oo.
Walang nagpapanik.
Parang, okay guys, this is where we are at this point of the season. Let us play. And let us give you a good time. Okay.
And in this game, we got a lot of time.
Inside, Kalisan. The drop-off to Papa Ray. Inside points. Again, para sa Knights, that's 38 points in the paint.
That's the second assist already for Kalisan. The other one, yung finish ni Mike sa ilalim. And then this time around for Hugnatan. Good read by Mike.
Tabi, off-balance shot, won't go. Kalisan with his 9th rebound of the ball game.
They're gonna set this up again. Probably for Reynel on the low block.
Papa Ray against Warren Bonifacio. 10 seconds to work with. Papa Ray, 2 points.
Pretty much, pagka hindi mo gini-give up yung middle side na yun, the drop step ang ni Reynel, left side of the floor, that's easy.
There's a lot of counter moves as well. And it's seen that defense, different people, different generations. This is the play of the game. Brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
Denison drove inside, brought that defender with him, dropped it up for Kalisan. 2 on the ball, found the open man in Papa Ray.
The 4 quick ones para kay Papa Ray. 6:28 left and 4 ang lamang ng San Juan.
Voyagers need to score here.
Bonifacio gives it up to Tabi. Bonifacio for 3. Won't go. There's a foul. It goes against Reynel Hugnatan. Oh, Denison rather.
Denison, yeah.
Pangatlo.
And that pretty much is the shot that they're gonna get out of that middle ball screen. I mean,
Yes.
a slip by Warren Bonifacio.
Nagsaksi Kalisaan. Reverente. Nagmadali sa tira na yon and rebound ni Papa Ray. Orlan Wamar. He'll fire 3. Oh! Orlan Wamar! Picking the right time to knock down the 3. It extends the lead to 7.
That time around, defense didn't think that he was going to immediately take that shot, but Orlan Wamar says, now's the right time.
Shot fake, Bonifacio, atake, masyadong malakas. A foul on Papa Ray.
They want this challenge. They
No.
don't think there's a foul.
No, do not challenge. Sabi nila, do not challenge.
Wag na. Okay, naka-hold siya. Si Papa Ray. Ito yun eh, biglang pull up. Well, Cyrus went under. So, you're really encouraging that shot from Orlan, and Orlan really just obliges.
And Bonifacio has struggled at the line. He's at 1 for 3. Sorry about that. This free throw of the game is brought to you by Extreme Appliances. Subok at kompleto appliances brand ng Pilipinas. So, 0 for or 1 of 4.
Yeah.
Coronel fouls Denison. He has a chance to extend the lead to 9.
Pero grabe efficiency on the field nitong San Juan Knights. 40% is pretty okay for Pasay, pero in 52% shooting on 20 assists.
Denison has some words for Coronel. Absolutely needless at this point of the game for them.
Ganda na eh, di ba? Just keep on competing. They don't need that extra stuff. Siyempre, palakpak si Sen.
Pasok ang free throw.
Oh, basket eh.
They're 13 of 16 at the line. The Knights. Solid game again for Ron Denison. Mintis sa pangalawa. Reverente with the rebound. 67-59. Naghahabol ang Pasay dito. 4th quarter. This is the biggest lead of the game. 8-0 run for San Juan. Pasay trying to break the drought. Victoria against Denison. Nasa penalty na ang San Juan. Bonifacio, 2 seconds to work with. Warren is fouled by Victoria.
Was he hurt? Oh, wow.
Yeah, tatlo na yan. Toby Agustin comes in for AJ Coronel. And here's the call earlier. Bonifacio gets the first one to drop. May 12 points para kay Warren Bonifacio. Matagal pa to.
Oh, haba pa nito.
It's been eerily quiet here at the Pasay Astrodome. The unbeaten record of the Voyagers on the line. Warren Bonifacio, 13 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 steals. Viloria. Toby Agustin is in the game for the Pasay Voyagers. Orlan Omar.
Switch.
Denison, down low they go. Papa Ray. Ognata, an offensive foul. Couple of offensive fouls drawn by Warren Bonifacio.
Oh, and just knowing how to use defensive coverages, So this is a good stop here for the Voyagers. A chance to trim this down and make this possibly a one-possession game with a 3.
67-61.
Clear.
Agustin, shot fake, atake sa gitna, hang time, no. Ugnatan with the board.
I thought he had a shot already. Oh!
Wamar gets away, Kalisaan, no. Good challenge there by Tabi and a foul on Kalisaan. And Agustin will go to the line for 2 free throws. Penalty na ang San Juan.
And Agustin making up for that missed opportunity the other way. And again, sending him to the free throw line with the San Juan already in penalty.
Toby Agustin. Pressure pack free throws, swishes that one through. 67-62, you cannot overlook these Voyagers.
Yeah.
They just hang in there.
Sobrang resilient eh.
And a special deal for 1xBet. Scan the QR code and claim your special offer. Bonifacio with the offensive rebound. Bonifacio inside. No!
Ooh. Lapit nun.
Oo. What an opportunity. 5-point game. Denison wants to test the defense of Victoria. Nabitawan ni Ron Denison. He recovers. Viloria, the runner. No good. Tabi grabs the rebound. Here come the Voyagers. Tabi trying to get control of the basketball. It's a jump ball. Possession to Pasay. And they want a challenge. The San Juan Knights.
Because they felt that that ball was touched last all the way by Cyrus Tabi. Cyrus pretty much out of control in that moment.
Well, he ran into traffic. Itong si Cyrus Tabi. He'll be right back for the result of this challenge.
Upon review, the challenge was successful. Ball possession for San Juan Knights.
San Juan here with a successful challenge. It's a turnover. The last touch on Cyrus Tabi, that's off his foot. Then hindi na nakahawak si Orlan Omar. Tabi ran into some white shirts there.
Tsaka hindi maganda yung spacing, that side of the floor that he was trying to go to. The right side would have been, lesser of resistance.
Under 4 minutes to play, 5-point lead for San Juan. Wamar, the kick out. Papa Ray for 3. And big rebound for Warren Bonifacio. Mark Sanko has entered the game. Lawrence Victoria ang may tangan ng bola. It's a big stop for the Voyagers.
Watch out for Sanko to go up.
10 seconds on the shot clock. Victoria, 8 seconds. Has to go here, Lawrence. Victoria, the step back 3. Yes! Ooh. What a shot! Galing kay Lawrence Paul. Victoria has come alive here in the second half. 18 points.
And everybody knew he was going to his left hand, but that footwork though, on that step back, it's always been available for Lawrence. Mismatch underneath.
Papare, good help by Sanko. Agawan sa rebound. Kalisan falling away. And Agustin completes the stop. Victoria from way downtown. Lawrence Victoria. 6-0 run.
Wow.
Big time baskets from Lawrence Paul Victoria. And he ties the game at 67.
Wow, did we just say that Lawrence Victoria was going to be on it? Denison knew that left hand was going to be there, but that step back though continues, and that straight line 3 gets it in. How about on the other end in transition? Catch and shoot, defense sagging. Denison once again was late. Bottom of the net, Lawrence Victoria.
$50 ang numero, pero 100% maglilingkod para sa masang Pilipino. Edukasyon, hanap buhay, at pabahay. Yan ang tututukan ni Senador Manny Pacquiao. I-shade ang number 50 sa harap ng inyong balota. Manny Pacquiao, Senador ng masang Pilipino, number 50 sa balota.
Nabuhayan ang crowd dito sa Pasay Astrodome after that flurry from Lawrence Paul Victoria. Those are our Gixxer fans of the game, born for greatness. Another tight contest. Those are our friends, Camille, Ate Cars, and Ryan. Enjoying the game dito sa Pasay Astrodome. Under 3 minutes to play, tied at 67. Viloria, Wamar, Maiques, Calisan, and Gamboa. Para sa San Juan, Agustin, Tabi, Sanko, Bonifacio, and Salenga. Victoria has been arrested. 5 seconds to shoot. Reñel banks it in!
Oh my God! Oh my!
Had to improvise. Cranial Viloria gives San Juan the lead. And that's what he's there for.
Oh, but the speed and that shot. Oh, wow.
Bonifacio, Mintis. Not his strength that attacked in the clock.
Oh, hirap siya so far in this game. They've checked him real good on those dribble penetration.
Wamar spins. High arcing jumper. Orlan Wamar. Too many times down the stretch he has delivered for San Juan. It's a quick 4-0 response from the Knights.
Yeah, and what you like about this attack, couple of attacks from the Knights is hindi nila pinuntahan yung poste. Alam nilang wala masyadong movement eh. Drumite si Craniel, ito naman ngayon, Orlan Wamar, step back, ganda ng pagkakatira. Lot of air under that ball in the make. Good shot. Whew.
Para sa 100% pag-unlad 50 si Manny. Para sa 100% pagbabago 50 si Manny. Para sa 100% paglilingkod 50 si Manny. Kanipaya. Para sa 100% Pinas 50 ka.
50 tayo! 50 si MP! Kahati mo, si Manny!
Fan outfit of the game, brought to you by LGR Sportswear. Still a lot of our friends enjoying here late on this Thursday evening. Pinapakita ni Ate Cars kay Maki.
Baka yung trophy.
Trophy? Na-bring up na naman yung trophy na yun. Pag nabibring up yung trophy, nabibring up yung kuha kanina sa akin eh. Kasi yun daw yung bawi eh. Orlan Wamar, 15 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists off the bench tonight. 4-point lead for San Juan. Coronel, binigay kay Tabi. Now, Bonifacio. Victoria against Craniel Viloria. 3 seconds to shoot. No good on the 3. Well defended.
Agree.
Craniel Viloria comes up with the biggest stop of the game.
And that's why the Knights got him, to be a defensive stopper, especially on wing scorers like Lawrence.
Gamboa to Amar. Can't count out Pasay, but this is a crucial possession for San Juan. Atake si Orlan. Drop off. Gamboa, the finger roll. They are as steady as they come, the Knights. Sanko is momentarily open. Bonifacio. There's a double team. Tabi attacks. Finds Sanko. Layup is good. San Juan not out of the woods yet. This is just a 4-point game. The Voyagers have shown that they can come back every time the Knights try to seal this one.
Yeah, just efficient execution ng itong dalawang teams na to. Stay poised though.
And we had respect para kay Coach Alex and kay Coach Marlon here. Shot clock violation. And Coach Marlon immediately wants a timeout.
Ganda rin yung read doon sa depensa na yun.
Fast break of the game brought to you by Extreme Cool Air Conditioners. Ang Extreme Magpalamig free installation for split type air conditioners. This was all the way back from the first half. Orlan Wamar finishing the break. Important timeout here for Coach Marlon. Let's listen
ito,
in.
first action. Okay, si ano to ha? Toby. Okay, Toby. Paul, Cyrus. Pare, ito muna ha. Nakuha? Okay, go out. Okay, kuha Paul. Okay, clear. Pare, ito ha. Hit natin to. Dive, hit. Pag meron tayo pare ha, try natin i-cover. Pero kung meron tayo sa loob, pare, kunin natin yan. Okay? Let's go. Hey, tapos hey, pagbalik. Kung sakaling hindi sila, kung hindi magta-time out pare ha, contain natin sila.
Coach Marlon Martin, clear instructions there. All Victoria will be the one to initiate this. And if nothing comes out of it, or if San Juan doesn't call a timeout, there's also a plan there para sa Pasay. They're down by 4 here with 31 seconds remaining.
Yeah, and so the way it looks is that they're looking perimeter before they find somebody inside the paint. Probably Lawrence is going to be the one up there on the top.
You gotta go quickly. And this pick has got to hit. There's a tag. Bonifacio. Atake. Tabi is open. That's a 3 and it's good! What a play from the Pasay Voyagers to trim the deficit to a single point. That was available earlier for Warren Bonifacio, and this time he makes the right read.
Agree, and that read was pretty much crucial in this part. Look at this. They anticipated again that left hand. 2 on the ball, he had to release it. He finds Warren. Warren checks. Nope, not there. Attack the closeout. Found your corner guy holding that 3, and Cyrus says, I'm gonna take this and make it. What a shot by Cyrus. What a play though for the Voyagers.
Back pick sa dalawa. Takbo, baka meron. And then bigay. Miss Derek, tawid kayo ha. Okay, baka pumaul yan kaagad. So pag mamaya, dito mag-double track tayo dito. Okay? Pops, bigyan dito. Kung di naman kailangan yung back pick, pare, tanggapin nyo na lang para papaul din naman yan. So, ready tayo sa ano, back pick. Okay, pakita. Fake handle. Pag yan wala, okay lang, kailangan ito magpakita. Alalay, balik ha. Balikan nyo. Kailangan nyo pumalik ha, pero Wami, kunin mo bola kahit ano. Huwag naman tayo yung foul. Ingat sa double yan. Baka wag mo na mag-foul yan, double yan.
San Juan holding a 1-point lead against Pasay here at the Pasay Astrodome. 22 seconds remaining. They will inbound all the way dito sa side ng Pasay, so that will eat up the shot clock. But this is also risky right here. But they do have some extremely good ball handlers in Viloria and Wamar. Wamar will inbound.
There's that back pick.
Wamar looking for options. Kalisaan. Ooh. A foul on Warren Bonifacio. Third, wala pa sa penalty. Only 2 seconds taken away from the clock. This was an emergency pass.
Yeah, good thing Mike was able to recover. That was a pretty low pass.
And I don't think, I felt that ayaw nilang mag-foul dun eh.
Oh.
Kasi Mike was in trouble and Mike's has been replaced by Sabandal, an extra ball handler here for San Juan. Gamboa. Wamar beats the pressure. And he is fouled. 14 seconds remaining.
They're gonna want to send someone to the free throw line so that they got a chance for a rebound. They're down only 1. But you gotta defend, you know, this offensive attack.
Oo, sino kaya dito? You know, they gotta deny Orlan Omar, an excellent free throw shooter. There's a ball, is loose. Coronel to Salenga. Pasay with the lead. What a turn of events. Crazy sequence. And the Voyagers have taken the lead.
Oh, wow. You get into the trap area. Arvin mishandles that in a good response by the Voyagers to make it the lead with them.
That was a tight spot for Arvin Gamboa to get that inbound with a double team there.
Ako yan. Okay, and then sinawin dito. Boots. Boots, handle po agad. Pa-downhill to. Mami, pa-downhill. And then, space out ka rito. Dito, kaya muna ako. Dito ka na agad. Dito. No foul. Nakuha! No foul! No foul! No foul!
Both teams over the limit. That was the last timeout of San Juan. 8 seconds remaining. Pasay able to find their way back from 4 points down late on. Wamar, Viloria, Gamboa, Maiques, and Kalisaan in the game for the Knights. It looks like AC Soberano is coming in for Arvin Gamboa. To defend for Pasay, it's Cyrus Tabi, Sanko, Warren Bonifacio, and Jasper Salenga. Jopet Soriano is coming in for Warren Bonifacio. San Juan's winning streak on the line here. 8-0 ang San Juan going into this matchup. Pasay perfect at home. Sino ang bibigay dito? Wamar gets it back. Sanko is there. Wamar fights Marquez. Oh, what a play! What a play! 3 seconds. Sanko, he'll shoot. And wow! The Knights survive! Big play in the clutch for Orlan Wamar. Dexter Marquez with a game winner. The Knights stay unbeaten. Pasay's home record has been broken. 75-74 it finished. And Orlan Wamar making the biggest play of the game. Dexter Marquez making the biggest shot of the game.
Yeah, important execution here. You've got to pin down over to AC, boomerangs that pass back, got that slip screen, up screen, ending up in the hands of Marquez for that game winner. What a play. What a play. Downhill ang hirap habulin ni Orlan Wamar, but that screen and that screen roll by Marquez, that's the only thing you can do, really. Just perfect execution by his compadre.
This was pretty much a game of inches. And that time, wow, the Knights pulling off the biggest play of the game, and they were under pressure. Pasay pushed them to the limit in this ball game. And somehow, the San Juan Knights, with all their history, their championship pedigree, pulling out a 75-74 victory here at the Pasay Astrodome. And our best player of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. Mike Calisaan, terrific game for him. He wasn't involved in that final play, pero he did come away with 16 points, 11 rebounds. Another strong performance from Mike. Dexter Marquez, though, and Orlan Wamar combining for that game winner. Let's go to Mika.
Maraming salamat, Mike. Obviously, isa to sa pinakamasayang laro na nakita namin dito sa MPBL. Halatang talagang magtropa si Coach Alex at si Coach M. Ayaw pareho magpatalo. Credit rin syempre kay Dex at kay Orlan. Pero ikaw, sabi mo sa akin, talagang yun at yun pa rin ang ginagawa mo. Nag-aambang ka lang in case may magkamali. Pero napakaganda ng pagsubok na binigay sa inyo ng Pasay. Sunod-sunod yung possession nila at nag-work lahat. Mike, kumusta ka?
Okay naman, yun nga, God's favor. Lagi naman yung nagiging panalo namin talagang sa dulo, talagang naka-convert kami. Thank you Lord.
Ikaw ang isa sa pinakamasayang nakita ko doon kanina. Ikaw ang pinakaunang yumakap kay Coach Alex kanina doon sa bench nyo. Mike, nararamdaman mo na ba na talagang pahirap ng pahirap yung mga targets sa likod nyo?
Oo, kasi alam naman natin ngayon yung season ng MPBL is hindi pwedeng mag-relax eh. Kasi lahat naman nag-upgrade, lahat malalakas. So, kailangan talagang pagandaan bawat team.
Maraming salamat at meron pa kayong isang matinding laban na dapat naming abangan sa May 17 sa Nueva Ecija. Na pag-iisipan mo na ba yun?
For now, magre-rest muna siguro kami dahil sa magandang panalong to. And then, titignan natin kung anong adjustment gagawin nila, Coach. Susunod lang naman kami sa kanila para mas maging madali yung basketball. Tapos, bahala na.
Maraming salamat. Meron ka ba mga gusto batiin at pasalamatan, Mike?
Unang-una, siyempre sa Panginoon, sa panagkaloob niya ulit na panalo sa amin. Thank you to Senator Jingo Estrada, Boss Monching Talisayon, Boss James Go, Boss Dennis Abella, Go for Gold, BFF Party List 69 Pongbar, Abella Industries, 1914 Athletics, DSU Amusop. Happy birthday kay Ate Amor and Kuya Dano. Tapos yung si Dexter Marquez, yung anak niya, si Sandra, tsaka si Sander, si Steph, Mrs. ko, si Monique, Mateo, Coco, yung in-laws ko na umalis kanina, ingat po kayo ma. Yung mama at papa ko, si Papa Carding, at saka si Mama Tess, ma, ingat ko palagi kayo. Si Rika, Matua.
Maraming Maraming salamat. Once again, Mike Kalisaan. This play of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. 1xBet, your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. That's from Coach Mike.
Mike Kalisan, the San Juan Knights survive that big fight back galing sa Pasay Voyagers. They improved to 9-0. Bukas sa Paco Arena ang inyong liga ng bawat Pilipino. Sarangani against Abra at 4 p.m. Ilagan Isabela against Zamboanga in the 6 p.m. game. And in the main game, the Manila Batang Quiapo battle the Quezon City Galleries Taipan. So 3 games down again on this Thursday. Dito sa Pasay Astrodome, we were treated to some fantastic basketball action. San Juan survives Pasay on this game day. For my partner, Coach Mike Perez, and our courtside reporter, Mika Abisamis, who's celebrating her birthday today. Happy birthday, Mika. And for all the men and women, fantastic men and women making up our team here, ito po si Sidav Tupas saying goodnight from Pasay City.
Yan po ang aking commitment, hindi lamang po sa tao, kundi sa Panginoon na makapagserbisyo, makapaglingkod ako. Gawin na natin ang lahat nating magagawa, makatulong tayo sa kapwa para maipakita natin na tayo ay may Panginoon sa buhay sa pamamagitan ng pagkalinga at pagmamahal sa kapwa natin. Kaya habang malakas pa tayo, habang mayroon tayo, tulong tayo sa kapwa natin.
Dili na to kay mga pong kalipay nga ikaw naghatag ka na mo og Pinoy-anan sa daghan pang mga tao.
Dako gyud kayo mong pasalamat kay Sir Manny Pacquiao. Siya ang nakatabang sa among kalisod. Kung say kalisod na mo na siya mo tabang sa amoa.
Dili lang kay kami, daghan pa ayagi tabangan, dili kay balay lang, financial, grocery, ana, sa mga bata po nga nanginahanglan po og tabang para scholarship, daghan kay ang gitabangan.
Ako po ay nagpapasalamat lalong-lalo na sa Panginoon at sa kapangalawa kay Manny Pacquiao dahil sa napakaganda ng puso niya. Bukod pa doon, binigyan niya kami ng bahay.
Yan po ang programa ko na yan. Hindi po yan proposal lamang, kundi matagal ko na pong ginagawa yan sa sarili kong bulsa, sa sarili kong pagsisikap, dugo at pawis ang aking puhunan para makapagbigay, makatulong ako sa aking mga kababayan. Kaya naman po, ang nais ko talaga na maipasa, maipatas ang Free Public Housing Act, ma-implement at maraming mabigyan ng tahanan. Nagawa ko po yan. Na ako lang, ano pa kaya ang pera ng taong bayan na dapat mabalik sa inyo. Yan po ang aking ipinaglalaban.
Daghan kay salamat Sir Manny Pacquiao sa imong kaayo sa amo. O God bless. Pasalamat mi sa Ginoo nga gigamit siya sa Dios nga maluoy sa mga pobre nga sama sa amoa. Salamat.
Pumili po tayo na isang kandidato na may tunay na malasakit at pagmamahal sa mga mahihirap at naiiwanan sa laylayan ng mga Pilipino. Wala pong ibang tinitingnan kundi kapakanan, kinabukasan ng bawat mamamayang Pilipino na naghihirap, nagugutom at wala pong oportunidad na makapagtrabaho. We are just stewards of God's grace in its various form. Therefore, we should maximize the time, the strength, the blessings that God entrusted to us to help others para mag-glorify ang ating Panginoon sa buhay natin. In God, all things are possible. Nothing is impossible with God.
Itong pinaglalaban ko, samahan niyo po ako. Yun po ang hangad ko palagi sa pamilyang Pilipino na wala pong may iiwan. Higit sa lahat, magtutulungan tayo, magkakaisa tayo para po sa isang minimithi nating kaunlaran ng ating bansa.
Ang dalangin ko palagi na itong bansang ito may ipagmamalaki ng sabayanang Pilipino na maunlad, masaya, nagkakaisa at namumuhay ng tahimik. Si Manny Pacquiao po, number 50 po sa balota.